December 26, 1996. Boulder, Colorado. The morning after Christmas. Snow falls quietly outside the Ramsey family home, a picture-perfect house, filled with decorations, gifts, and warmth. But inside, a 6-year-old beauty queen is missing. Hours later, her father would make a discovery that would haunt the world for decades. The lifeless body of JONBENÉT Ramsey, hidden in the basement of her own home. She was found with tape over her mouth, a cord around her neck, and a ransom note on the kitchen stairs. A note that changed everything. At 5:52 a.m., Patsy Ramsey called 911. She said her daughter was gone, and that she'd found a ransom note demanding $118,000. It was 2.5 pages long, written on stationery from inside the Ramsey home. The writer claimed to represent a foreign group and demanded that the Ramseys not contact police. But the note's details were strange. The ransom amount matched John Ramsey's recent Christmas bonus, and investigators noted something chilling. The handwriting seemed familiar. It was as if the author wanted to be discovered. 8 hours after the 911 call, police were still searching the Ramsey home. Then, around 1 p.m., John Ramsey and a family friend descended into the basement, into a small windowless room. There, under a white blanket, they found JONBENÉT. Her skull was fractured. She'd been strangled with a garrote made from one of her mother's paintbrushes. Duct tape covered her mouth. A cord was around her neck. And yet, there were no signs of forced entry. The killer was already inside. The case exploded into national headlines overnight. JONBENÉT wasn't just a victim. She was a child beauty pageant star. Images of her smiling in glittering crowns and dresses became symbols of innocence lost and obsession gone wrong. But the investigation quickly spiraled out of control. Police suspected the parents, John and Patsy, but evidence was contradictory. DNA found on JONBENÉT's clothing didn't match anyone in the family. Friends described the Ramseys as loving, attentive parents. Yet public opinion turned against them almost instantly. The ransom note, the strange behavior, the lack of forced entry, it all pointed inward. The case divided America. Some believed JONBENÉT was killed by an intruder, someone who snuck in through the basement window. Others believed the truth was closer to home. One theory suggested her brother, Burke, accidentally struck her during an argument, and that the parents covered it up. Another proposed that the ransom note was a desperate attempt to disguise a family tragedy as a kidnapping. But every theory had cracks. Every answer led to another question. In 2006, a man named John Mark Carr falsely confessed to the crime. But DNA evidence cleared him, and still, no one has ever been charged. Patsy Ramsey died in 2006, still insisting she was innocent. John Ramsey continues to fight to clear his family's name. The house on 15th Street still stands, quiet, empty, its windows dark. JONBENÉT would have been in her 30s today, but in the eyes of the world, she remains forever 6. A smiling child frozen in Christmas lights. Her gravestone reads simply, "Love and purity, a gift to all who knew her." Beneath the glitter and the cameras, there was a home filled with secrets, and a story that refuses to rest. So what do you think? Was JONBENÉT killed by a stranger? Or by someone she loved? Tell me your theory in the comments below. And if you want to go deeper into the world's darkest unsolved crimes, subscribe, because next time, we'll open another case that still echoes through the silence.